Hello everyone, welcome back again to our channel Coders Arcade. I am very happy to share you this information that we Coders Arcade are going to start our DevOps playlist, which will be totally dedicated to the VTU syllabus. And we have just got to know that VTU has introduced DevOps into their 6 semester syllabus. Okay, so from today onwards, from this video onwards, I'll be creating a dedicated playlist on VTU DevOps syllabus. Okay, so before starting this video, I'd like to thank all of you, those who are supporting us. Also, at the same time, I would like to request those who are new to the channel to please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon because that will help you get notified about the latest updates. Guys, trust me on this. I will try to make it as simple as that. And those of who have attended FDPs conducted by me will be having hands-on experience, and I will be going from scratch. I will not leave anything. I will give you everything regarding the subject and how to go on with the what to say step by step idea of how to approach the subject and how to teach them to the students that you can do. And for those students, whoever is watching, it will be very easy for you to practice also. And guys, DevOps is a very important concept in the industry, and most of the times many people get confused about what is DevOps actually. So I'll try to clear everything in detail. Don't worry about that. So without any more ado, let's get started. So as I said, we will be starting with the VTU syllabus that has been given for DevOps. Okay, so let's go directly to the syllabus and let's start. Okay, so I'll just go here. Yep, guys, you can see here. This is the 6 semester DevOps syllabus, as you can see on my screen. So you can see here the syllabus. This will be common to all colleges in Karnataka that are affiliated to VTU. Okay, so here you can see here in the syllabus, if you see carefully, it is semester 6 and the exam is 100 marks. Those things you don't have to focus on. The most important thing that you have to focus on is the content. So we'll be targeting the content properly. Okay, so you can see here to introduce DevOps terminology, definition, and concepts, to understand the different version control tools like Git Mercurial. Okay, then understand the concept of CI/CD, continuous integration, continuous testing, continuous deployment, and then understand configuration management using Ansible, illustrate the benefits and drive the adoption of cloud-based DevOps tools to solve real-world problems. Okay, so these are the course objectives that we have to cater to. So we'll be focusing on that as well. So let's do one thing. I don't want to go totally deep into this. I just want to give you a proper roadmap so that you can understand how to approach this. Okay, then we'll start with the experiments that have been given. Guys, here a gentle reminder and very important point that I want to suggest everybody. Please remember there are no programs and there can be no manual that will help you to solve this or complete this syllabus. Okay, there is nothing called manual and there are no programs. Just like you have lab programs in Java, C, C++, or Python or whatever. If you're learning SQL also, you will have database queries, those kind of things. But here, these are some modules, you can say. Okay, here it will be very important for you to understand that there is no simple, straightforward 10 lines of program that you can execute and you can get the output like that. These are experiments. You can see here experiment number 1 to 12. You can see here they are actually topics which have lots of steps involved in that. So I'll teach them all one by one sequentially so that you can understand. And before that, I want to give you a roadmap. Okay, what are the prerequisites, what you guys will need, all those things will be given, so don't worry about that. And each video description will have the proper links to anything that I'm doing. Okay, I will also create a GitHub repository where I will share all the notes, the PDFs and documents that I'm creating side by side. Okay, any doubts, anything you feel is not understood, please feel free to get back to me in the comment section. Okay, so let's get started. As I said, let's go to my whiteboard and here I'll start writing. Okay, so what I will do is we'll try to understand about the prerequisites. Very important, guys, please remember this. The first one is you should have sound knowledge of basic Java, plus a little bit of core Java, followed by the oops concepts, and a little bit of exception handling, you can say exception handling. And I will also keep going about and telling you all the ideas what you need. Okay, so this is very important. You have to know about the basic Java variables, functions, data types, oops concepts, and all those things. Okay, this is very mandatory. After that, the second thing that I want to say is you have to have proper idea of version control. Okay, and for that we will be using Git, and then we'll be using GitHub. If you go to the syllabus that I've given, you can see here they have mentioned Git and Mercurial. See here, they've given Git and or Mercurial, so we'll be using Git. It is open source and easy to use, so we'll be using Git. Okay, and guys, all of you should have your GitHub repository ready. Okay, so make sure all of you have your accounts ready in Git. This is very, very important. After that, the third thing that I want to say is you have to install editors. So I will suggest IntelliJ, IDEA, and Eclipse. You will be needing both of them. For some things, IntelliJ IDEA is awesome, and for some things, in the community version or the free version, Eclipse is very good, handy. Okay, we'll be using Eclipse. So Eclipse ID is the ID that you will be using for this one. Eclipse for Java and web developers. This is the one you will be using. Okay, and IntelliJ IDEA, always use the community edition. Fine, these are very, very important. Okay, and my suggestion is always install JDK version 17.0. If you are having any other version also, please make sure you downgrade to 17. 17 works best for certain tools, like you will be using Jenkins and all. There will be very important. Okay, please make sure these are very important for you to understand. Okay, and also about the prerequisites, as I said, I will be telling you everything, so let's talk about everything one by one. So now I'll go to the fifth one. So here, the software development life cycle. You start with any model, say suppose waterfall model. Talk about the disadvantages that we have here, and then we'll go to agile. Okay, and from there we'll go to the DevOps culture. Okay, what were the disadvantages that when we had waterfall, then why do you adopt agile, and then we go to DevOps? These things I will teach you one by one. Okay, this is very important. If you know, that will be a plus point for you. Okay, and after that, as I said, we have to install JDK 17 for Java, and then we have to install IntelliJ and Eclipse. After that, as I said, you will need Maven installed, and then you will need Gradle installed. All documents will be given to you guys, don't have to worry, and I'll share you link videos also. I have already installed some softwares. For those, I will give links. Anything that is new, I will install and show it to you. Don't have to worry about that. Okay, so you'll need Maven tool and Gradle tool, and these are build tools for Java. Okay, so that's why the prerequisite, you have to know Java. That's very important. Okay, so after that, this much is very important. And going to number 7, what you need is, after going on to the Maven and Gradle tools, you can see here this much is done. So this will finish off your introduction to Maven, working with Maven, working with Gradle, and then so we have to go on with this. Then we have this. What is that called? Yep, Jenkins. Jenkins, the CI tool. So for this also, I already have a video. I'll give you the link. you have to install likewise, because it will be easy for you to understand by then. Okay, so before moving to Jenkins, in this gap here, you have to explain them what is actually DevOps and what is the CI/CD pipeline. This is very important. Then only you should move to Jenkins. Okay, after Jenkins, you have to install Ansible. Okay, Ansible, you can see here in the syllabus. I'll do everything with sync. Okay, don't have to worry about it. Okay, after Jenkins, it is Ansible, and for Ansible, we will be using another tool called Vagrant. You can do it normally also, but this helps you to upgrade it very easily. So Vagrant plus we'll be using another tool called VirtualBox to, what to say, to spin up some virtual machines and do our operations, because mostly Ansible is supported in your Linux. So sometimes we have to install the, what to say, Windows subsystem for Linux also, WSL. Okay, so you can see here, right, there are lots of prerequisites, and it is not a simple program that you can just write and execute and finish up with the first experiment. It's not like that. Okay, after you are done with this, then let's go ahead and say that, and then we'll be coming up with this. Once Ansible is done, then you can see here, let me go back to the PDF, and yep, this will be done. And then we'll set up a CI pipeline and try to deploy artifacts. This will be done. So after that comes your Azure DevOps. For this, you will have to create a free account in Microsoft Azure. Here, I want to give a very important note. Please remember, for all faculties, whoever is teaching this DevOps subject in your college, any VTU college, please remember, don't sign up now immediately. Only do it when you are teaching them. So your criteria should be always this. So I'm writing in red color. Suppose after 10 days, you will start this one. For example, you will start with Introduction to Azure DevOps, experiment number 9, for example. You will start experiment number 9. So then you should start. So now today is what? It is February, if I'm not wrong. Let me just check. Yeah, it's 12, right? It is 12th. So you still have lots of time. So don't do it now. If you are understanding that, okay, after 10 days, I'll be starting with Azure DevOps, the program number or the experiment number 9. Then you sign up for your free account in Microsoft Azure. And then I will share a link for a form where you will have to apply for something called parallelism. Then only you can create agents in your system. I'll tell you about everything. Don't worry, guys. You will have to create agents in your system so that you can build and deploy artifacts. Build and deploy artifacts. So this part is very important. Then only we'll go to this. Okay. Please remember, don't sign up for Azure right now, because it is only for 30 days. So if you want to do it also, do it with a dummy account, not with your proper account that you use for your colleges and all. Okay, create a dummy account if you want to practice, because after 30 days you will have to go to pay as you go or something. Pay as you go, I'll say. Then you have to pay for that, so that free feature will be gone. Okay, so please make sure you remember all of this. This is very, very important for you. Okay, so I've given you the prerequisites, and also there is one more thing that you have to understand and remember. Please remember, you have to install Tomcat server in Eclipse IDE. The community version of IntelliJ does not support this. That's why I'm saying you have to install the Tomcat server. Anything beyond 10.0 is good. It will work. I'll show you how to do it. Don't worry about that. And so you have to do this also, because we don't have any remote server running. So we'll be using our own local server in our local host, and we'll be running all those commands. Okay. So these things you have to keep in mind, guys. These are the prerequisites that you will be needing. Okay. And this document I'll be sharing you. Don't worry about that. And at the same time, what I will do is, just give me a moment. Okay. So for all the faculties, those who are teaching DevOps, I'm just telling you one very important criteria. So weekly, you will have one session for each batch for 2 hours, right? In that case, what we do is, please remember this. You, in the first 2 hours, you understand a roadmap. Try to understand this roadmap. So first, teach them about software development lifecycle, how it works. Then talk about any model, say waterfall model. Okay. And after that, you will talk about the disadvantages. After that, you will talk about why we are switching to agile. After that, you will talk about that has given right to DevOps. Okay. Here at this part, don't explain CI/CD. They will not understand anything. The students will not understand anything. Don't do it. Okay. After that, what you guys have to do is try to understand like this. When you are done with this, this will take a lot of time. This will take at least 1 hour to complete. Okay. After that, what you do is you go to version control. Fine. You will go to version control. At the time, what will happen is you are almost done with this, and then here you make them create the GitHub account and give them a basic idea of how to create a repository in your local, and then how to connect to remote. Okay, this thing is very, very important. To do this, in each batch you will need minimum of 2 hours. Okay, this has to be the agenda for the first week for every batch that you are handling. Okay, so after that, what happens? Gradually, we'll go on to the second one. So I'll just give you the second week, suppose week 2 roadmap, what you have to do there. Okay, and after this, guys, I'll create a proper one where I will have everything from day 1 to the last day, where you can understand how you can approach this. Okay, so here what I'm saying is, in the week 2, what you do, you create a simple Java project. There you go to the Selenium website. We will be, see guys, I am not teaching anything from my own. They have said that, see, you can see automated builds and tests. They have told about testing. So Selenium is an open source tool, so we'll be using that to automate websites. Okay, we'll go to the Selenium website. I know the name, I'll tell you. Website, it is selenium.dev. In the website, we'll download the jar file. Jar stands for Java archive. Okay, we'll download the Selenium jar Java archive, or the, what to say, Selenium. We'll download the Selenium server dot jar, the version, anything it can be. The latest one is I think 4.28.1. We'll download this, and then we will do some automation test in any dummy website. We'll do this. Okay, and then we'll show them the problems. What are the problems? Say for example, the problem will be the project structure. Then we'll show them the dependency management and all these things. These things take a lot of time. So what will happen? These are the disadvantages that we have when you create a normal project. Therefore, we introduce them here to the build tools. Correct? Because it really helps us a lot to download the dependencies, to maintain the project structure, the folder structure. Everything becomes smooth, and compilation of your code, everything becomes good because we have build tools like Maven and Gradle. Okay, that is there in the syllabus. Okay, you can see here. Now comes this. So you might be thinking, why all of this? Because otherwise people will not understand anything. That's very simple. Okay, so you have to explain all these things, then only we'll switch to this. Fine. To do this, it will take you minimum the second week. Once you are done with this, then only you should be moving on to creating a proper Maven project and show them all the criteria. Okay, so this should be your agenda for week 1 and week 2. Make sure you do that, and I will also be starting with the same thing so that you can also follow up with that. So this is a prerequisite and roadmap video where I'm showing you how to actually start on with the DevOps criteria for the students, and also whoever student is following this, they can also understand and learn like this. Okay, and trust me on this, guys, I will try to make it as simple as this. So I want all of you to follow. And if you have any doubts, any silly doubt also, please make sure you comment them in the comment section. I'll be personally looking into them and replying to them. Okay. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you like this video and have understood this. And I want all your support, all the best for your DevOps classes, and for the faculties, all the best so that you can teach. I'll try to make it as simple as that. Okay. So please make sure, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. Okay. Thank you, and get notified. Stay tuned for the next video. Bye bye and happy learning. I'll be coming soon. Bye bye.